the go live button. It always happens. I don't know. Anyway, I already have the bacon started. We're doing cocoa Riesling, which includes, Riesling. There we go. So I'm opening this up. It's Chateau Saint Michelle. It's not very expensive, but it's really good to cook with. So let's see. I'll show you. I have the bacon going already. We are making little lardons, if you know what a lardon is. So make sure you hit the like button, y'all. Thanks for coming in. All right, so this is hard for me to do, but I'll get you arranged here in a second so you can see everything I'm doing. All right, so we are doing, like I said, hello Dojo's allotment specialist. So good to see you. We are doing cocoa Riesling, which is the white wine version of cocoa vin. Cocoa vin is with red wine. This is with Riesling. So Chateau Saint Michelle, it's not so bad. We have mushrooms. Oh, you know what? Let me just do this like I know what I'm doing. Okay. So I need to move you so you can see me cut. The first thing I need to do, besides get the bacon cooked, first thing I need to do is get these onions cooked so I can put it in there. I'm using 2 shallots. My original recipe called for 3 onions, but I had shallots on hand and I needed to use them, so that's what I'm doing. There we go. And it said rough chop. That's what I'm doing, just a rough chop. I love shallots. They have a kind of garlic smell and taste to them. Ugh. So we're going to get the shallots in with the bacon. I'm going to move you over there, though, so you can see. Here I am. Hello. From Zero to Homestead. Hello. Hi, Julia. How are you? How's school? This is my first cooking live in over a month. Yes. There's a reason for that. All right. Let's see if I can get, there you go. I think you can see it, yeah? Okay. So Julia, how's school? Julia is my, gosh, I almost said she's my niece. Close enough. I lived with her for 3 or 4 summers when we were doing the musicals. So we're just gonna let this saute down. Oh, you should smell the shallots. So lovely. And then how can you go wrong with bacon and onions? Right? Oh, good, Julia. Good. I am so glad. Julia, I am now teaching 2 dance classes. Do you know when the last time was I taught 2 dance classes? 5 years ago. Do you know what I feel like at the end of a week? I feel like I got beat up. So let's keep cooking. I'm going to turn this on low, caramelize those onions, so I need to stop moving them. I'm going to turn this on low, and we're going to cut the mushrooms. Low. Da, 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 da. Hey, you guys, go ahead and thumbs up the live if you haven't already. Thank you. All right. So we're not even going to mess with yeah, we are. What's trending with, hey, what's trending? Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Before we get to those mushrooms, let's go ahead and work with the chicken. I have 6 chicken thighs, and really all I have to do is cut them into small chunks. And then we're going to put that aside, and I'll work with the mushrooms. So you all know, if you remember me, I do not like touching raw chicken. Grossness. What's trending? What's up? All right, so just into 1.5 piece chunks, inch chunks. That's what I meant to say. So Julia got to watch me live stream all summer. And she's one of my moderators because she knows what to look for and helps remind people to do the right thing, like thumbs up the live, as well as subscribing if you haven't already. So we're going to get all this cut up, trying to be as efficient as possible so I don't keep you guys too long. If you can, share out my live stream so we can get some more people up in here, and I will share it out in just a minute. I go ahead, I do not cut the fat out of the chicken because, as they say on Food Network, fat equals flavor, but it also, fat equals flavor. It just tastes better. And actually, rendered chicken fat is better for you than oil. If you've ever heard of schmaltz, schmaltz is rendered chicken fat, and it's just like bacon grease, only from a chicken. And it's actually not as bad for you as olive oil. Olive oil, when cooked, changes. So let me turn that way down. Okay. So I am not worried at all about the chicken fat in here. Get yourself a good chicken if you can, or good chicken thighs. If you can buy chicken from a farmer, that's the best way to do it. Otherwise, farmer's market, which would be buying from a farmer, as well as organic in the grocery store. Although organic could be a bought label. It might, people sometimes don't. They just pay the money. So sometimes I think organic is a scam. It's just better to know your butcher, know your farmer, whatever you can do to get the best food possible. I love chicken thighs. My wife doesn't care for them, but they are so much cheaper and tastier. Hey, Terry in Circles, good tip about not touching the chicken. I'm the same way. Absolutely. Hey, Rochelle, good to see you. Good to see you guys. Thank you for coming. It's been a long time since I've done a cooking live, and actually Be the Difference Clothing, one of the channels I follow, was the one that suggested 4 o'clock on Sunday. I thought it was a great idea. I've never done 4 o'clock on Sunday. But if you guys follow me, I'm really also enjoying my teacher vlogs. So I'm vlogging every day at the end of a day, whether it's a 12-hour day or a 12-hour day or a 9-hour day. I'm vlogging at the end and really reflecting on my job. And I started doing that because I was freaking out actually about not being able to YouTube as much. Because, I was doing so much YouTube this summer. I'm trying to get that light out of your eyes. I was doing so much YouTube this summer, and having to switch back to the school year was really, to the school year schedule was a shock to my, ooh, don't want to touch my hair. Wait, there we go. There's a hair sticking up. Anyway, it was kind of a shock to my system. So I was like, how am I going to YouTube? How am I going to YouTube? And then I thought, I do spend 15 minutes in the car coming home that I could just do a reflection. And if nothing else, it'll help me. So anyway, this is my first cooking live since the beginning of the school year for that reason. Liking those streams. Thank you, Rochelle. I really have learned a lot about myself. I knew that I was a control freak. This is really driving me crazy, you guys. This hair stick. Okay. That one hair. Where is it? There it is. Oh, ah, it's just going to be my hair, y'all. It's just going to be my hair. It's right there. This is it. Go someplace. Okay, new gloves. It's really helping me to reflect on my day. And I think I'm becoming a better teacher because I'm learning how to relinquish control in a lot of different situations. Like I used to feel it necessary for every kid to have to sit down and, at least look like they're in their chair, which is old fashioned, man, not with the kids we have today. A lot of kids really need to get up and move. That's a challenge for me, even though I was the same way. I was reflecting on it because this one kid just gets up and moves all the time. But I noticed, one, he's getting his reading done, his writing done. He's doing all his work in class. Why should I stop him from moving if that helps him be good? Anyway, let's get back to cooking. So it looks like our onions have caramelized enough. Yeah, they've got some good color on them. I don't know if you can see that. Got some good color. I'm going to scoop this out and put it aside like this. And then I'm going to put, I think, the chicken right in there with a little bit of salt and pepper. I got to check I wrote this recipe a few years ago. It's based on a Nigella, I forgot her last, Lawson. Nigella Lawson's Cocoa Riesling, but I had to do it for myself. So, batches do not occur. Okay. So, they want me to work in batches. I'm not going to. That's fine for me. They're small enough and it's a big enough pan that I don't need to worry about that. So I'm going to dump some salt and pepper on this. Actually, I'm going to use everything seasoning. And if you don't know what everything seasoning is, if you haven't been in my live stream before or haven't watched my videos, everything seasoning is a combination of salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder. It's one tablespoon. These are the proportions. One tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of pepper, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. I use granulated garlic powder, and then a teaspoon of onion powder, granulated onion powder. Just a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to work this a little bit, cover it up. And yes, we did leave the bacon fat in there. I'm going to work this a little bit, cover it up, and then I'm going to go work with the mushrooms and the garlic. Okay, good enough. All right, you there, you there? Bee lady! I use almost no garlic powder or garlic in cooking except certain dishes. Bee lady, I use garlic in almost everything. So this one's dirty. Get a clean one and a clean knife. So hold on while I find a new knife. Probably in the dishwasher. Yeah. All right. So I've already washed. So you guys, I've already washed my mushrooms. I'm going to take these ends off, but don't throw those ends away. You can use those in a soup stock, like a vegetable stock. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take the ends off first, and then I'll cut them. While I'm doing that, garlic, good for you and your blood that you know, but I just don't like the taste. Bee lady, I love the taste. I hate the smell. I really do not like smelling garlic breath, but I do love the flavor. And it really is good for you. You're right. It's a natural antibiotic, actually. That's why they used to put a ring of garlic around your neck when you had the stuff, the bad stuff. Or rub garlic paste into your chest. Now that doesn't sound fun at all. Garlic paste in the chest. Okay. So what I'm going to do with these ends is I'm going to put them in a plastic bag and put them in the fridge. How are you? How are you? Good to see you guys. I do love garlic too. Said at the same time, right? It's a natural antibiotic. Yep. Okay, so I just saved these for a vegetable stock, which I'll make sometime on my show, but I'll do that as a video. Okay. So let's get to chopping these. It needs just a rough chop, so I'm just going. I'm not worried about, there we go. Small ones I'm just going to cut in half. I don't need to cut in fours. They need to stop rolling around. That's small enough. So rough chop, rough chop. So you guys, when I'm cooking, I have to go back and look at the chat. So if you've asked me a question, you just have to wait a little bit because I don't want to cut my finger off. And I've been the cool one every now and then who's decided that I could have a conversation and look at somebody like if they were in the kitchen, and I've literally cut into my finger. I cut a deep enough wound that I had to have 3 stitches one time. So I've learned my lesson. When I'm wielding sharp knives, I need to chill. Okay, push that off to the side. These may oxidize a little bit and turn brown, but I'm not that worried about it. And hold on, you guys, while I discovered that this must be a nervous habit that I have to blow my nose when I'm live. By the end of the summer, I wasn't having to blow my nose, but since I haven't done a cooking live in a while, that's what happens. That had to hurt. Oh yes, Bee Lady, it was awful. I put a Band-Aid on it. I put a Band-Aid on it at first, and then this is how I get my aggression out. I put a Band-Aid on it at first, but I woke up in the middle of the night with my finger, my thumb pounding, and I was sick to my stomach from the pain. So yeah, it hurt, and I learned my lesson. I put a Band-Aid on it, held it in the air for about 3 hours before I went to bed. All right, so let's look at where we are. It could be that something you're cooking like mushrooms that's going to make you have to blow your nose. You know what, though? Bee Lady, this is what I think. Because the same thing happens at the very beginning of school with my students. Let's try to get some light in here. With my students, I start teaching and I get so excited. It just happens. So I just have to figure out how not to be nervous. Okay, this is cooking too slow because it was down too far. So we want this browned. It doesn't have to be cooked all the way through. Now, I did add it all to the pan at the same time, so some of it's browning, some of it's steaming. Yes, I overcrowded the pan because I'm in a hurry. So You guys, you get to watch the chicken for a minute. I'm going to go over here and share out my live because I forgot to do that. Hey, John. Good to see you. I'll be there in 2 shakes. I just forgot to share out my. I'm trying to get that done real quick. Okay. I'm back. So we just need to get a little bit of color on that and we're good. And I think we're good right now. Am I buffering? Might be because I'm moving too much or there's wind. Let's see if we can. Trying to get it to stabilize. No buffering at all. Okay, good. All right, looked like it was buffering on my end. So here we go. So I'm gonna put the there we go. It's got some color. It's good. And we want to get those mushrooms in there. Mushrooms and garlic. Sometimes I have to do that. I don't know why. Okay, we're eventually going to put all of that back. And we're going to add the bottle of Chateau Ste. Michelle Cocoa Riesling. Also, you guys, I've had this on my shelf for a while. This spaghetti. It's really the only pasta I have right now. So, no buffering clear. Why is she wearing gloves? I have to feel the food. 2 reasons. I had somebody complain that I was touching raw chicken with my bare hands one time. And then the other thing is I hate how raw chicken feels. So, good question. So that goes away. Not because he said something to you, lady, but because that's when I take them off. Okay. So, tarragon. I need to cut some tarragon and chop some Italian. This is the tarragon I'm using. Where is it? There it is. I love tarragon. I discovered the other day you don't want it to sit in your soup overnight or while it cooks in a slow cooker because it overpowers everything. But it is really good in this recipe. So, okay. Let me see. I forget when I do this. You sprinkle with rain. Okay. Get it all back in there. Okay, that's on step 3. Okay. So let me, let's cut this. I just need a tablespoon, I think. I haven't done this recipe in a while, so I'm having to read the recipe. Some of the stems are soft enough to eat, but others aren't. So, like the tip of it is soft enough to eat, but this is too woody. That's too woody. I need to turn that down. That'll be good enough. Chop that up a little bit. It does have a licorice flavor. I have done this recipe where I use basil instead because I didn't have any tarragon, and it turns out just fine. So it's a table, for as much as I'm making, it's a tablespoon and a half of tarragon. So that's about what we have right there. What's going on in the chat? Losing focus, blurry. Yes. Hi, Flowers Glamorous. I think it's because we're having some weather, B-Lady. It does keep doing that, and I don't know why. I could probably... Hey, is Trisha in here? Hey, Trisha, sorry, I'm a little fuzzy today. I'm noticing that, and I don't know how to fix it. We have a lot of cars going by that sometimes messes with my signal. The other thing that happens is we're overcast right now. That messes with our signal. And I'm on the west side of St. Paul, and that messes with our signal. Because, you know, the west side. Where am I going? Okay. So let's see. I think the mushrooms are ready. They're almost browned. They're getting there. They're starting to, let's see, can you see that? I can bring it over. They're starting to get some color. So as soon as they have more color on it, then we're going to dump the chicken back in with the tarragon. And I've already salt and peppered it with the, so the mushrooms, onions, but we're going to throw everything back in. And then the parsley, we put the parsley on as a garnish at the end. Yeah, probably the weather, or else it is the Russians. B-Lady, you're crazy. You're crazy. It's so funny. All right. So this is a simple recipe. It looks like a lot of components, but it's not. It's bacon, onions, mushroom, garlic, chicken, Riesling, and at the end, I'm going to add some cream. I mean, it sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. Hey, Angel Munoz. Yeah, how are you? John is here. Yes, and I'm still a little fuzzy. I'm hoping it's getting better. I think it's the weather, you guys. I really do. I think it's the weather. Flowers Glamorous. Everybody, all my friends are here. That makes me feel so good. Crosley's Toy Party. I love bacon. Hi, Crosley's Toy Party. Good to see you. Yes, we did some bacon and onions that we will put right back into the pan as soon as these mushrooms are browned up. Oh, and they're there. They're very close. Let's move you back over here. I'll go slowly so that we... Very slowly. There we are. See how they're losing their, the liquid is coming out of them? I got to stop moving them. Dump everything back in with the Riesling and we're good to go. I can make my salad. And we're just... Yep, so this is going to cook for quite some time. So, okay, I'm really dark. I can't be in this corner like this. I have to turn this way. There we go. So this is going to, once I get everything back in there, it's going to cook for about an hour. I'm going to try to cook it down so the wine cooks out and becomes a sauce. Then I'm going to add cream to it. Live, love, and learn. Is there a way to clear up blurriness by editing? I don't know. I look at some of my friends' videos, YouTube videos that were blurry, and they're still blurry in the editing. I can see. And that's what it is. That's right, Happy. That's just the way it is. You know, it's just the way it is. Okay, let's get the chicken back. Let's get the bacon and onions in there first. Can you see it? Can you see it? Let's see. There you go. Bacon and onions. The chicken with all its juice. Look at that. I think, you guys, this is not a good place for you to sit. I'm going to move it back. It's just not a good place for you to sit. Sorry about that. I think I figured it out. When you guys are against the refrigerator, there's no way for the signal to get there. So it's really annoying. So hopefully it'll clear up. Hopefully it'll clear up. That absolutely annoys me. Okay. I have tarragon. Sprinkling. Tarragon. More tarragon. I wish I could help that signal, but I can't. And the best part, a little bit more. I get the rest. Yeah, you guys, I can't have you by the refrigerator. That's just not working. Worked last year, but maybe not this year. Right, let's get this up to a boil. Yeah, okay, I get it. So you just can't be anywhere near the refrigerator. Everything goes well with bacon, absolutely. And even, that's not even it. It's the weather. It's got to be the weather. Okay, hold on. Sorry about that. Let's see what we're doing. So we got that going. I'm gonna put a splatter guard on it and let it cook down for about an hour. I should put this in the fridge. Where's the cork? Aha. Put this in the fridge and save some for dinner. Yay! That'll be good. All right, so we need to make a salad. And you know what? I have something to show you. I wonder if I bring you out to the other room, we'll get closer to our box. You might actually, no, bring it in here. So I bought a sprouter, and today I got it 3 days ago or 4 days ago, and today I harvested our first sprouts. So they're almost dry, and I can put them in the fridge. But we're gonna have a sprout salad, or lots of sprouts in our salad. So isn't that cool? Look at this. Not sure how far your modem is from your live stream device, but a good way to guarantee speed is direct link. Yeah, I don't have a direct link, you lady. I wish I did, but you know what? I will check something. You'll just have to tell me if it's getting better as I get closer. Because I can't. Okay. So I'm going to have you look at this picture to see, and I'm going to go check the what it looks like. No. It's not any better, and I'm like 2 feet away from the modem. So anyway, wow, Sprouts, John, do you use a direct link? We now use the Larix app on my iPhone for the first time last stream. Makes the phone act like OBS. Well, you guys, this is just what it's going to look like today, and I apologize for that. I can't do anything about it. So I got my tarragon on there. I've got it boiling. It's going to boil down. And then I'm going to make a salad. So hopefully you can see a little bit of that. I'm not going to use, whoa, that's open. Why isn't that, oh, I see. Okay. There we go. Cabbage. Where are my sprouts? So I'm gonna make a salad with romaine lettuce and Jack and the Green sprouts. I won't have to buy sprouts anymore. That's what's lovely. I will wash this lettuce. I just cut it first. And I don't like that piece. I don't like that piece. Why would my live stream be so fuzzy, honey? Is it because everybody's online?
Did you ever wash your camera like you said you were going to?
No, it's so. Look how fuzzy that is.
Oh, yeah, that's, well.
Yeah, and I'm clear here, but I'm fuzzy there.
Is it because of this, using this thing?
No, StreamYard has always made it better. Not this time.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Okay, I think it's because everybody in their
But why is that one clear?
Because this is the one I'm broadcasting from. This is
so this is what people are seeing?
Yes.
This is the fuzzy end?
Yes.
Oh, then yeah, then
it's the satellite. It's a
connection right now.
Yeah, so we live on the west side of St. Paul. I notice every time I come back from school and I'm live streaming, as soon as I get to the west side, there's two spots where there's two spots where I buffer, or it gets like this, and that's coming up, with the street we turn here on Baker. Off of George.
Yeah.
Coming off of George,
yep.
It's an automatic. And then Baker for 2 blocks, automatic. So I say I'm going into a buffer zone.
But that's different than, we're on Wi-Fi with Comcast in the house, so it's different than doing your cellular with AT&T.
Right, I know.
So that should have no bearing on it at all. It's probably time of day.
Yeah.
People watching.
Sorry, guys. I'll stop talking about it. Tell Tom direct link is not wireless. It's Troy. No, he's not talking about it. But I do wonder if I could. You guys, Okay. All right. Let's get this going. All right. So I bought a salad spinner that fits Troy and I. It's about 3 cups. Are you using Wi-Fi? Yes. Are you using wireless? Yes. Yeah, I don't have a direct link. I have wireless. I love this salad spinner. I absolutely love it. Yeah, it's too bad it looks like this. I should probably just start over. You guys, I am going to stop this stream and start over, okay? And if it's not any better, then I know that it is whatever. So I'm gonna shut this stream down and start another one in just a minute. If you guys can hold on for me with me, okay? So I'm gonna say goodbye right now. Pro Game, thank you. I'm on Wi-Fi also. Bluetooth gave me a stomach ache. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm just gonna, you guys, I'm gonna end the stream and then I'm gonna start a new one. Okay, it's gonna say second time's a charm. So yes.